So when most people go on holiday, they usually tend to pick quite nice sunny locations. I know for people in the UK, usually Spain, Italy, that's usually where people go. Me, I decided to go somewhere a bit different. I'm currently in Estonia as it starts raining. I wanted to visit Estonia for a while, but I've just come to a town that is come under a lot of questioning and a lot of contention, especially with stuff happening in Ukraine. If you don't know, Estonia has a very large Russian population. Roughly 20 to 30% of the population is Russian. And one place in particular appeared in the news in the UK recently because there had been massive propaganda assaults demanding from either Russian citizens or maybe even the Russian government itself, demanding that people in this town rise up, kick out the Estonian government and rejoin the Russian Federation. I am currently in the town of Narva. Narva is very special because this is Narva here. Over on the opposite side, that, on the opposite side of the river, is the Russian Federation. This is the NATO border here. NATO stops directly at this river, and this place has become under a lot of contention, especially since the start of the war in Ukraine. You may have seen some of the stuff of Soviet memorials being torn down in the Baltic states, and there's a lot of now push from the Baltic states to try and assimilate the Russian people that are living in these countries by making sure they speak the language they've taken down. I've not seen a single Russian sign around here. They've taken all the Russian signs that originally were there and replaced with ones in Estonian, Latvian, Lithuanian. And it's a place that's now come under a lot of contention, and especially for the Russian minorities that live in this area, there is now a lot of pressure because in a lot of cases as well, they're being asked to give up their Russian citizenship to prove that they are willing to stick with Estonia should something happen. Not that it will. Maybe. Who knows? If Ukraine's anything to go by. But it's forced, from speaking to a couple of citizens who live here, it's putting an awful amount of pressure. And for some, majority, it seems that this is fine. This was always probably going to happen. And with Russia pulling the moves it is, they don't really blame the governments for doing so. There are some, though, who I was speaking to, that they are seeing it as an attack on their culture, but still want to stay loyal to their Baltic government. Don't know really what that means, but this is the hot contentious topic that they are currently trying to figure out at the moment. What's your thoughts on it?